My name is Don Koyas, and I'm the president and founder of White Bison, which is located in Colorado Springs. In 1988, along with the board of directors, we formed the White Bison as a 501c3 foundation, and it is dedicated to the healing of our Native communities across the United States. Some of you probably are aware of the high rates of alcoholism, the violence, the abuses that are going on in our communities. And so over a number of 20 years, we've developed a number of programs which has really helped many of our people to get into the healing, and also not into the healing, but to come back to our culture. And so we focus a lot on the development of cultural-based programs to allow the communities to go into healing. In 2009, we made another journey across the United States, and it was called the Journey of Forgiveness. Many of you probably don't know, but in 1879, starting at Carlisle, Pennsylvania, the United States government conducted a pilot school at Carlisle, Pennsylvania. And in the school, it was a strategy to bring the children away from the communities, to bring them into a system to assimilate the Native people back into the dominant culture. They did this through a system called the boarding schools. Over 500 boarding schools were built across the United States, and the children from the communities across the United States, many times forcibly, were taken out of their homes and they were taken to the schools where they suffered severe sexual abuse, they suffered beatings, they just suffered taking away the culture and the language, etc. In 2009, the elders instructed us to make a journey across the United States to visit some of the boarding schools, to gather the stories of the elders who attended those schools, and to have them tell us in their own words what happened into these schools. And so we made the 7,000-mile journey across the United States. And in that journey, we discovered some terrible, terrible things that happened to our children. So what we want to do is to tell you the story, the boarding school story, so that you know what it is. Not only that when you know what it is, but that you will take a look at helping us through your donations and contributions to get a good idea of what it is we are now doing with the boarding schools, with the intergenerational trauma, with the historical trauma that is behind all the alcoholism, is behind the domestic violence that's in our communities, something that was passed down generation to generation. So I'd like you just to watch this short video presentation on the story of the boarding school. And if it is a movement in your heart to help us with this healing, we would really appreciate, because your funding will allow us to accelerate the healing of our families and of our children and of our Native communities.